What is going on, you guys? Bashtian YGO here, and today I just want to go ahead and bring you guys a Shark deck profile for you guys. So with Legendary Duelist Duels from the Deep coming out actually tomorrow at the time you guys are going to be seeing this, so the time you guys seeing this is probably going to be on Thursday, comes out on a Friday, but you guys should be seeing this very soon is what I'm trying to get at. This set's going to be coming out. We're going to be getting some Shark support, of course, some Marine set support, some other support for some other water-based decks. Some of them very low tier, but the Sharks, now the Sharks have always been, not always, I say as of recent, within the past 6 months have been more or less a decent roguish, maybe at times tier 2 archetype, with the addition of the Stealth Kragen. For those of you guys that don't know, Stealth Kragen is actually a phenomenal card. A rank 4 water monster, basically reads all face-up monster your opponent controls now become water. So what that means, you guys should go ahead and pair this up with a card like Goes and Match. That way your opponent, say you're going up against like anything again that's not Sword Soul. So let's say you're going up against, let's keep it anime based, going up against Utopia. Utopia has a lot of light monsters in their main deck, especially with the ZWZS cards, Sexual Weapons. So with this guy, you guys go ahead and make everything a water monster, which means then when we activate Goes and Match, they can only control one attribute on the board, which means they cannot special summon anymore from their hand or anywhere, essentially. So that is something that's really good to see as a potential combo piece. Now I'm not playing the Goes and Match in the deck, in this deck especially. I just thought that I wanted to give it a little bit more of a combo based strategy, just straight gas, no floodgates, just gas. So without further ado, guys, I just want to go ahead and get right into the video. But if you guys are enjoying the content, go ahead and subscribe down below. Got plenty more content coming up. I'm planning to do an upload at least on a very weekly, not weekly, on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, maybe Monday through Saturday as well. So I'm trying to still trying to figure out that balance. But anyway, subscribe down below if you guys do enjoy, and let's go ahead and get right into the video. So first, we play 3 of the brand new Shark card coming out of Duels from the Deep, or what's it called? Duels from the Deep. I got it right. So the new Shark card is called Abyss Shark. So both the new Shark cards that we got are actually level 5 monsters, along with another rank 5 Shark card that we did get recently as well. Not recently, that we're going to be getting in the set coming up, available tomorrow. Again, if you're watching this on June 16th, that is a notification on my phone. Let me go ahead and turn that off. Alright, so Abyss Shark is actually a really crazy card effect. So basically, let me go ahead and read this to you guys. If all monsters you control are water monsters, minimum 1, you can activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except water monsters, which you're perfectly fine with. You don't really play any lights except for Utopic Draco Future, which is kind of, is an N.As.H deck. So anyway, so you can't special summon anything except for water monsters. Also, the next battle damage your opponent takes this turn from a battle involving a number monster and another monster is doubled. So that's a very specific anime effect. That's kind of like the less relevant effect. I'll keep reading. Also, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, add a level 3, 4, or 5 fish monster from your deck to your hand. That is what I want to focus on. So Abyss Shark special summons itself, doubles the battle damage your opponent's going to be taking, and lets you search into the fish monster, which actually is just ridiculous. It is a fish itself, which has perfect synergy with the other shark card that we got, which is Crystal Shark. Crystal Shark is a fish monster, level 5, water, as most, shark decks are, shark cards I should say. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can actually go ahead and target a water monster on the field. You cannot, where'd it go? You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for this turn except for XYZ monsters, which again, you're perfectly fine with. You're pretty much playing mostly XZs anyway. Also special summon this card from your hand, but banish it when it leaves the field. And if you do, the targeted monster's current attack becomes halved. So that's perfectly fine because you're pretty much just going to be using this, targeting your Abyss Shark, right? Having the attack of Abyss Shark, which is completely irrelevant at that point because then you're going to go ahead and overlay into your brand new rank 5 as well. So that's a really cool effect right off the bat. Just being able to go ahead and easily spam level 4, level 5 monster on the field, I think that's phenomenal already. So I'm really liking the synergy with these two, definitely. I think the sharks really come out in pairs as far as which ones pair well with one another. I think it was a Buzzsaw Shark, which we are still playing. Buzzsaw Shark, I think it was Lancer Shark or Lantern Shark. That was really good as well and paired off really well with it, but is a little bit of a power creep. We don't have to play that card anymore because we just upgraded. So next we play 3 copies of the Buzzsaw Shark. Buzzsaw Shark is really cool in this deck. So basically this is kind of one of the OG, I want to say, Shark mod, at least one of the ones when the Sharks started to become actually playable and good. So you can target one water monster you control, special summon this, special summon from your deck in defense position one fish monster with the same level as that monster, but a different name. So pretty much the only target you're gonna have for this, because it is a fish. So you're not going to be able to summon out your Silent Sea Nettle, or you don't really play any other fish water, so you have to summon out your Silent Angler in defense position, but that's fine. I mean, you already have 2 low for water monsters on the board. What else could you ask for at that point, right? So you cannot activate its effects that turn, which is completely irrelevant. Also, you cannot special summon except for XYZ monsters. Pretty much going to be the same restriction on a lot of these cards. Either you can't special summon anything except XYZ monsters, or you can only special summon water monsters. Either way, this deck works extremely well to go ahead and meet both of those requirements, so you don't have to worry about any of those slowing you down, essentially. Next, we play 3 copies of the Silent Angler. This is a phenomenal card, an extender for water-based decks. So if you control a water monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you cannot special summon a monster from your hand for the rest of the turn, which is perfectly fine. So essentially, if you are able to go ahead and search out another one of these, you cannot use the same effect again. So it technically is a hard once per turn, even though it doesn't say hard once per turn on the card. It is pretty much implied because you cannot activate the effect again. But Silent Angler is pretty much just a free special summon level 4 monster, which lets you go ahead and go into your rank play. So again, easy access, turboing out your rank 4 toolbox. Next we play 3 copies of the level 4 Silent Sea Nettle. So this is a card I came across recently, and I think it's actually really good. So it's actually, if you control a water monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So again, similar effect to a Silent Angler, but you cannot special summon anything except water monsters the turn you activate this effect, which again, you're perfectly fine with. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target up to 3 water monsters in your graveyard and shuffle them into the deck, and you can only use this effect of Silent Sea Nettle once per turn. So the reason why I really love this specific card in this deck is because you only have to play 1 Bahamut Shark and 1 Toadally Awesome. So you do not have to go out and purchase 3 Toadally Awesome or leave the least expensive copy. That is a rare. This is $15, $16, so you just need 1 copy, which makes this deck actually a lot more budget friendly than one would initially assume. So that is really fantastic to see as well. You just keep shuffling them back. You do not need 2 Toadally Awesome in order to win the game. If you're making 2 Toadally Awesome, you've already won the duel like 3 combos ago. So let's slow down saying that you need 3 Toadally Awesome in order to win the game, okay? But anyway, that's enough of that rant. We play 3 we play 3 of this card. I'm not gonna pronounce his name. When this card is normal special summon, you can banish this card, special summon 1 level 4 lower fish type monster from your deck, except Beautunaful Princess. Whatever, I said it. You can only use this effect. It's a hard once per turn, essentially. So you go ahead and special summon this off of the 1-for-1, or you normal summon this card, and you go ahead and go into your Buzzsaw Shark, and you go from there as well. So you're already seeing a lot of this. A lot of these cards are going to be special summoning from a level 4 or level 5 in the event of a Shark from your hand or deck. So it's really tough to brick with this deck, essentially, because you're pretty much surrounded yourself with a whole bunch of 1-card starters as far as the rank 4 water engine goes. And that's where I love the consistency overall of this deck. I mean, in the event that you do brick, what are you going to be bricking with? You're going to be bricking with a Called by the Grave, Forbidden Droplet, Imperm, DD, Crow, Ash. I'm sure no one's going to complain about bricking with this hand. You know, until you eventually draw your Buzzsaw Shark or your Silent Sea Nettle or your Abyss Shark, then you're good to go from there. So after the Princess, we play 1 copy of the Tenyi Spirit Shthana. So the reason I play this card is because it's a free special summon level 4 water monster. It's not a fish, it's not a sea serpent or anything like that, but it is a free special summon. I see some decks playing it more than 1. I don't really feel a need to. If I banish out Desires, it's not really a big loss for me. That's another thing as well. You can play Desires in this build and be completely comfortable playing that as well. So I really like that also. That's going to be it for the water monsters, guys, for the main deck at least. Next, go into the hand trap section, I should say, of the deck. We play 3 copies of Ash and then 3 copies of DD Crow. So I go back and forth as far as which is best, whether DD Crow or Effect Veiler in the main deck. But essentially, I do also play triple Imperm, so I feel like triple Imperm serves the purpose of Effect Veiler, because you can draw into Imperm and it still be live, whereas if you draw into an Effect Veiler for turn, then it's a lot, you can't use it. So, you know, plus I feel like a lot, Drytron becoming a lot more prevalent. You're going to see a lot of Vanity's Ruler. You're going to see a lot of just one card that is just really annoying. You can't get rid of. M-Pen, you can go ahead and just Imperm that guy right off the bat, and, you know, just go on about your plays. So that's why I believe Imperm's definitely the better fit, specifically for this strategy. DD Crow hits a lot more versatility of decks, and you have Ash Blossom, which again hits every single deck out there. So I believe DD Crow hits the graveyard, Imperm hits any type of Floodgate monsters, and hits Sword Soul, and hits a lot of the on-field effects, and you got Ash Blossom to stop adding from hand. I believe that covers all 3 bases that hand traps should. And with this hand trap lineup, I don't believe that you can lose. This is just my personal opinion. But anyway, let's get into the spells. As far as spells goes, we played 3 copies of White Mirror. White Mirror is the most broken card I've ever read for a specific attribute support card, only behind Moray of Greed and what was it, Allure of Darkness. Those cards are broken, and White Mirror is definitely on those tiers with them. Just gonna say that out there right now. So White Mirror, you target 1 level 4 lower fish monster in your graveyard, special summon it, then add 1 monster from your deck to your hand with the same original name as the special summon monster. So you have Buzzsaw Shark in your graveyard, special summon it, and then you add another Buzzsaw Shark to your hand, setting you up for next turn. So White Mirror, what it is, it's an extender, and it sets you up for next turn. And people wonder why Pot of Greed is banned, but this is not. Don't comment at me in this it's a joke. Don't yell at me in the comments, okay? Next, we're gonna play 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet, which is actually getting reprinted in the Duels from the Deep as well. Legendary Duelist set coming out tomorrow at the time that you guys are watching this video, so that's really cool as well. Also, if you guys did not notice, I got a brand new chair, so no longer will you have to see that crazy background and behind my shoulders. Actually, my maintenance supervisor Mike got this for me, so shout out to you, Mike, buddy. Appreciate you. But anyway, back to the video. We're playing 3 Forbidden Droplets getting reprinted. I believe it's going for like 40-50 bucks pre-sale right now. I do believe it is also going to drop. So I mean, it's really just pre-sale prices have always been ridiculous. Every now and then, yes, it'll go back up after. But realistically, I would just say if you're looking to get Forbidden Droplets, you know, I would not recommend doing the pre-sale. But you know, I'm not a market watch channel. I don't do that because I can't predict the future. You know, I went to a casino once and you know, I lost. Anyway, I'm so off track this video, man. But anyway, we do play the rare fish in the extract, so I do want to go ahead and play double Ready Fusion with the 1 instant fusion. I don't believe I need to maximize on the Ready Fusion because essentially rare fish is nice to have as an extender, but it's not the end all be all. So if you know, in the event that I banish it with Pot of Desires, I'm okay with it, but it is still nice to have to know that I have that option in my deck as well. Next, play 1 copy of the Double Desires and 1 copy of the 1/1 because it is at 1. 1 copy of the Called by the Grave because Called by the Grave is broken, and then 3 copies of Imprint, which we already discussed. And with that, that is a 40 card main deck for you guys. If you guys want, you can go ahead and play the 41 card version with another Ready Fusion. By the way, I mean your 2 Ready Fusion and 1 instant fusion is 3 instant fusions essentially. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into the extra deck, guys. You play 2 rare fish. This serves no purpose other than to be used as an overlay unit for your rank 4 engine. So we're gonna skip that for now. Next to play, of course, 1 AA-Zeus, one of the brand new XYZ monster for sharks. This is really cool. It's not the name at all. I believe it's called N.A.S.H something shark. I mean I don't know. This is the OCG name. It's called N.A.H something in the TCG. You guys will see it when tomorrow. It'll get everything. You can go ahead and look up all the openings on YouTube. So anyway, Rank 5, Water Aqua monster, cannot be destroyed by battle while a number monster is on the field. We play number monsters, we play number 4 Stealth Kragen. We are good to go, we got that covered. You can detach 2 materials from this card and attach 1 number Xyz monster that has the numbers between 101 and 107 in its name from your extract to this card. Then you can attach 1 other face-up monster on the field to this card as a material. So it is untargeting, not destroyed. You know, it just pretty much attaches itself into this card, which is absolutely fantastic. For all those cards can't be destroyed by battle, card effects can't be targeted, you know, all those type of nonsense. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just take it, and it becomes you. And what's really cool about that is then you can go ahead and detach your opponent's monster back to them and take another one of theirs, because we play 2 other number monsters as well, which I'll get to in just a second. But we do play the 1 Bahamut Shark. Actually, go ahead and put Bahamut Shark next to the Toad, but next to his buddy. So we play the number 103 Ragnazero and the number 101 Silent Honor Arc. So pretty much the only 2 cards between 101 and 107 that are useful in this deck. But you know, it is what it is. It also gives you more options to go ahead and do some shenanigans with your N.A.H rank 5 Xyz monster. Next, we play 2 copies of the Stealth Kragen. Stealth Kragen is a nutty card, man. This card is absolutely just wild. So 2 Stealth Kragen and double Stealth Kragen spawn. So obviously these both work. I've never seen a pair of cards work so well in sync together. It's like I can't even find anything to compare it to. It's insane. It's like I don't know, man. Just so in sync. So essentially, if you guys have not read Stealth Kragen, I don't know if I read at the beginning of the video. We're gonna do it one more time. All face-up monster your opponent controls become water monsters. Once per turn during the main phase, you can destroy 1 water monster your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the attack it had on the field. Not the original attack, the attack it had on the field. So if you destroy a monster that had a boosted attack, you take that damage. If this Xyz summon card is destroyed, you can special summon a Stealth Kragen spawn from your extract up to the number of materials this card had. Then attach 1 water monster from your graveyard to each of those special summon monsters as materials. Nuts. Next, you're going to be special summoning Stealth Kragen spawn from Stealth Kragen. Stealth Kragen spawn says once per turn during the main phase, you can destroy 1 water monster your opponent controls. Quick effect. If this card is special summoned by a number Xyz monster, which number 4 Stealth Kragen is, synergy, then you get to special summon other Stealth Kragen monster from your graveyard up to the number of materials this card had. Then attach 1 water monster from your graveyard to it as a material. So it's an endless loop. Absolutely nuts. Love it. Love it. Deck is great. Next, you're gonna play your 1 copy of Abyss Dweller. You're playing a water deck. Abyss Dweller is a broken card that people just seem to forget about because the rank 4 toolbox pretty much has been tossed out the window like yesterday's dinner. No, you gotta reheat it, put it in the microwave, and you eat it. Next, you play the 1 copy of Bahamut Shark and your 1 Toadally Awesome. For your combos, you can go ahead and just shuffle it back into your extra deck with your with your Serpent Sea Nettle. So you're good to go as far as that goes. And the last 2 cards in your extra deck, the 1 F-Zero Utopic Future, and then your 1 copy of F-Zero Utopic Draco Future, which is actually a ridiculous card. This card makes me really miss playing the bird up version of Tri Brigade. Yes, it's degenerate, and you summon the barrier statue. I did not play the barrier statue. I played the big bird, the chicken, Mist Valley Avian. Okay, so I was not a degenerate for once in my life, so I take a lot of pride in that. Anyway, so that's gonna be it for the Shark deck profile that I have for you guys. Honestly, this deck is a lot of fun to play, and I'm super excited to go ahead and finally be able to play this deck potentially in real life. So we'll see if this is one of the decks that I actually pursue. Right now, I have a lot of decks I'm currently working on, like I say a lot of times, guys. So I'm waiting for Demise of the Lands because I haven't been degenerate in a while. So I just want to go ahead and play Sky Striker while it's still, you know, still hot, still spicy. I want to play Mystic Mind Sky Striker deck, so I might be playing that for a little bit, but we'll see how this goes. If this climbs up in the ladder, says it being a more viable than a rogue or a tier 2 strategy, then I might go ahead and pick this up and go ahead and do a little more test hands for you guys. If you guys do want to see test hands, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. But if you guys are interested in any other specific deck profiles, guys, again, let me know in the comment section down below. Like if you guys did enjoy, subscribe for more, and I'll go and see you guys in the next one.